Shamai, just a little bit of information basically today. This isn't actually a new video, it's a small part of a recent video I've done, a much longer one on maintenance. And I think this information is a little bit too important to get lost in the middle of there, so hopefully it's of some help to you. So recently I have fitted these. They are the Kala solid body UBass strings, flat wounds. In fact, these are actually the round wounds in here, but I put the flat wounds onto my fretted Kala UBass. But as I was doing that, I thought I would try and see if these fitted onto some of the other mini basses or the 23.5-inch scale basses. So I had a quick look at the Flight Mini, the Blackstar Travel bass guitar, my Fana Pee-wee, and the Flight Mini JB, just to get a rough idea of whether I thought these would fit or not. So I actually started off looking at the strings with the Kala fretted SB bass, but then I have a look at the others. Remember now, these instruments are 23.5-inch scale, and it's only now Kala have brought out these flat wounds, and none of the other companies that are making the mini basses have brought them out yet. There are a few others that I want to try, but this seemed to be the most sensible option. So just to have an idea, so we're looking at, now I know I'm going to have to cut a little bit because that is way too much on there, but cutting it where the cotton bound is, we should be safe. Now what I also want to do very, very quickly is grab a couple of other basses just to have an idea if these strings are going to fit. In fact, look, there's our G, yeah, no problem. You see our A has got loads of length on there. D string, more than enough. And then the E, loads of string, and of course these fit straight through the tuning heads. But here's the Flight Mini. Now, yeah, there's plenty of length on there. Will it fit through? Yes. So to me, there is no reason why this shouldn't fit this bass. There's our A string, which is obviously a little bit higher on there, but that all fits. So the main things I'm looking at are the winding, the cotton winding starts after the nut, and these are fitting in the tuning heads. Let's have a look. Yeah, no issues with that. That is certainly going to be okay. And the G string. Now these are a slightly heavier gauge, so if I was to put these onto this bass, I don't know if I'm going to, not these strings, but if I'm going to change them to flats at some point, I may need to adjust the nut a little bit. But in terms of scale and whether they fit in the tuning heads, yes. Right, my Fana Pee-wee has already got flat wound, so I'm not intending to change those in a minute, but it'd just be interesting to know if these are likely to fit on here. And the answer to that, in theory, should be yes. D string, which is the longest one on here, I don't know. Yes, that has certainly got the length on there. Okay, let's try some more. The Blackstar. Blackstar has just about got the length on there for getting over the nut. And just, well, it does actually, it fits in fine. Let's try one of the longer strings. There's the D. Yeah, that all seems to be okay. All right, I'm just going to go and grab the Flight JB. Okay, we got the Flight Mini JB. This is the one where if something wasn't going to fit, it would probably be this, because it's that much longer. Now, so E string, yes, because that's the shortest. And yes, it's going to fit into the tuning head. G, I don't know. Ooh. Obviously we're going to put it under there. To me, there is just enough length. I wouldn't, until I actually change it, I wouldn't say 100%, but there's certainly the length to get from the saddle up to the nut, and then underneath the string tree there might just about be enough up this top end to wind round. Okay, I cannot guarantee that they will fit because obviously I'm not changing them on this today, but in theory they should. Okay, back to the job in hand. So yeah, only short, but hopefully really useful. To be honest, I wish I had seen something like this. And I do intend to try fitting flatwounds to some of my other basses. I cannot guarantee 100% they're going to fit, but from me looking at those instruments and those strings and the measurements and so on, I genuinely think they will fit the Flight Mini, they'll fit the Blackstar, and they'll fit the Fanner. Absolutely no issues, and I think there's a good chance they're going to fit the Flight Mini JB as well. I can't guarantee it because I didn't actually fit them, but I am intending to get more of these strings once they're back in stock to have a go. We just got to remember these mini basses are all very new at the minute, and it's only recently Kala have started making the strings. Hopefully Flight will start making them soon. And as you may have seen quite recently, I did have a go of cutting down regular bass flatwounds. That didn't go very well. So a big shout out to Anarchy in the Ukulele for my new t-shirt. I won this on one of their live shows a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't checked them out, go and watch. 9:30 normally on a Friday night. They are brilliant. Really, really good fun. I do hope this video may have helped. I'm sure some of you will have seen it in the main video, but I do think this is quite important and helpful information, hence why I just wanted to go over it again. As I said, unfortunately, these are actually out of stock on the Kala website at the minute, and they haven't so far been available elsewhere. Fingers crossed soon they're available on Kala and we start seeing them in other places. And they're just so nice to play. If you'd like to support me, I do have a Patreon page. I'll drop a link in the description. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, please feel free, leave them below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. Thank you for watching.